Hello you guys, it's Hydra the God here, and today I'm going to bring you like a top 3 video. It's mainly about what's wrong with Pokken. Hopefully we can get it back on track. And I know you guys seen a series of tweets and posts in the beginning of the video, and that'll show like a little background, more of an introduction into how long I've been keeping up with the game itself. And for the most part, it's a pretty good game. You know, has good graphics and a lot of nice features in it. And I went for, especially good for its first game in the series, if it has a series. But we need to talk about if it does have a series. Sorry about that. If it makes another game, or it needs to be updated, or etc., to fix it, to make it more better than what it is right now. So let's discuss it. Okay, so we're gonna tackle the big chunk of the problem first, and I'm gonna be straightforward to the point with this. Nobody likes a dead game, and nobody likes playing a dead game either. It seemed like ever since the Pokken game came out, you know, it started off very strong, it had a lot of sales, and it was very hyped, you know. And I wasn't the only one that was hyped for it as well. You know, it got to the point where people started buying Wii U's just to play the game. And the thing about that is, you know, after you buy a game, you expect them to keep it up somehow. You know, it's cool for the first few weeks or months, probably something like that. But then it starts to get stale because you get nothing new. And the problem with that is, once it gets stale, then it's like, I want to call it death fodder. Like, you know, say you need to trade in the game, so like, damn, I ain't playing this game no more, so I'm just gonna trade in. It starts getting to that state, and that's the worst part about it. So, you know, even with the Pokemon company having so much of a following, that it can be done, updated very easily. For some reason they don't. It's just like they forgot about it. Like, I'm going to read this article from Kotaku, and this is very recent. This was an article was made in February, I believe. So here we go. Despite being slated to return to the Pokemon World Championships in 2017, the competitive Pokken tournament scene is facing a massive problem. The console version in the game, which some players train on before competing on the arcade units, is badly in need of an update, but the people behind Pokemon have no indication that they plan on releasing one. So basically what I just said, you know, it's all up in the air. Like, do you even care about this game anymore? Like, you know, and when it gets to that point, it's just, you know, why even go on with it? And that's the biggest thing that I can really say. That's the problem with this game. They don't update it. Like, they just forgot about it. So now I'm going to read another one. Okay, so, and also even backing up this theory. Actually, it's not even a theory at this point. It's actually a fact. You know, it has the same article from Kotaku, so just a little bit down. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can read for yourself the whole thing in its entirety if you feel like it. It's just like the same thing I said. Like, even Evo, it lost its spot. It lost its spot to Marvel's Capcom. They had this big donation thing where which spot's gonna get at the Evo event, and it lost to Marvel's Capcom. But that's just like I said. You know, if you don't update the game, then what's the point of, you know, even being it out there? So if it's not updated, you know, it's just going to always be second on the second burner. But I'm going to go ahead and read this article now. But as competition revved up, Pokken Tournament console community found itself left behind. Additional characters like Darkrai, Caesar, and Empoleon were regularly added to the arcade release, available primarily in Japan starting in July. The Pokemon Company provided zero word on similar updates for the Wii U, despite data for these characters having previously spotted on the console version by fans data mining the game. Furthermore, these playable Pokemon were accompanied by balancing changes that significantly altered how Pokken players played. So basically what that means is, you know, these new characters, they're very important for balancing the game. And it's very unfortunate that the Wii U people, they're very left for they're in the broken era of Pokken, probably. I'd probably safe to say that. Like the little, because it's not balanced because they're not in there yet. And the thing about that is, once things are not balanced, people get annoyed and people don't even want to play the game no more. Like, I remember there's this one glitch where you block and Mewtwo kept doing this thing, and it would just keep taking her life down. They patched that up, but then after that, it was like, whatever, because people was getting annoyed with that thing. That shit. So, also, I don't know if I said this, but Also, Kotaku was right about people data mining the game, finding out the game secrets. Even though that's unfortunate that we have to do that to even find out. But yeah, I read this article, or I think a video I watched, where they said Empoleon was going to be next to release. It wasn't Empoleon exactly programmed, but Empoleon was released like in the next 2 months, I believe. So in a way, I knew it was somewhere in the roster, and other people did too. So that's what the thing about data mining, and how it's on there, but they're not gonna give it to us. And I honestly don't know why they won't give it to us. So my thoughts is they probably gonna make it on the Wii U version. Hopefully, and I hope I'm right. They do all these changes on the Wii U version. So now that we address the elephant in the room, we can talk about some small things with Pokemon that I kind of felt like was, not very good, and it kind of deterred it after release. And I want to speak on the controller. It was supposed to be a Pokemon exclusive controller that only worked on Pokken, but we didn't know that till like probably like a month till it came out, which was kind of very disappointing. And they pushed the controller a lot. GameStop was pushing it. They also had a game bundle with it, and that was good and all, but if you can't use a controller outside that one game, what really good does it do? Like, I understand that most competitive players for fighting games, they usually have the joystick and whatnot, but you gotta remember, this is supposed to be a new game with a ton of casuals, and none of the people really from North America, they don't really have access to the arcade version, so I don't think that was really a good substitute for it anyway. If you get what I'm saying, you could have just ported it to the Wii, not a Wii controller, but a GameCube controller. Because mind you, Smash Bros did that too. They made for going to use the game controller on Smash Bros, but that's a whole nother video. But you could try to port it to there or something like that. And that kind of bothered a lot of people that it's very limited. Like, you can only use it on Pokken unless you mod it somehow. And that's best. Okay, so now we're at the third and final problem that I felt like Pokken has faced post-launch, and I feel like it has nothing. After you're done with the main game, there's really nothing to do besides online play, and the customization is kind of limited. Which I'm not giving it more. I'm kind of giving it less slack, because Pokemon in general, they're still new to the customizing your own player thing. Well, not new to it, but they're still growing in that department, so I can't really give flack for that. But what I really want is for them to put in new modes and stuff like that. That's what they really should have did, and having more interest in playing the game outside of online. Maybe putting something like survival mode, something like that. But I'm gonna get into that and what 3 ways Pokken can get back on the feet, or make the next game even more better. So stick around for that. So I'm gonna quickly tell you 3 ways Pokken can get back on his feet or make the next game better. Ready, set, go. So first thing first, very simple. Add more Pokemon. A lot of people love a big roster, especially in fighting games. The bigger the roster, the more people can try out new characters and get a feel for them, and people fucking love that. Like, you make the roster bigger and make it more inclined that they don't feel so limited to the gameplay. And number 2, take some features from the Tekken series. I mean, it's based on Tekken, so why not do that? Like, maybe have Pokken Tag Tournament. That'd be hella dope. I would really buy that. Or, like a special mode from Tekken, like a Tekken Ball or something to that nature. And because a lot of Tekken has been here for the year, so Tekken has really dope ass minigames. I don't know if you guys seen you play Tekken 3, how you went down the alley and started fighting all the people. But that's besides the point. Make something like that. Just make it really fun. And the last thing I want to say is make customization more feasible to you, and make it easier too, so you won't have to grind like you had to, because I like the whole concept and all. You do certain things to win certain item, but don't make it grindy or anything like that. So that's all I really want to say. Hopefully I didn't go too fast. Hopefully you guys I didn't really just zoom through it, but just in case I did, just rewind it. If you liked it, this is my first documentary. I hope you guys liked it. And if you did, like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment, and we can discuss this more. And I hope you guys have a good day. Goodbye. Also, I apologize. I meant to show you guys this. I'm also going to upload this video in conjunction with another video I'm making too at the same time. So when this goes up, it's going to go up as well. That's going to be my Pokken top 10 newcomers list, and you should really go check it out. I'll leave it as a probably recommended or a video card at the end or something like that. I'll probably leave in the description as well. But also, thank you again. Like, comment, subscribe, and have a good day. Goodbye.